Today we've been given a Invercare Leo for repair. As you can see, it's well used, the whole body panel's broken. But yet again, it does the customer fine. Goes from A to B in it. But it is given an error code. The error code it's given, let's switch it on. None at the moment, but what it was saying, it was coming out of the shop and it just suddenly cut out and the status light started to flash. So let's see. Okay, I heard the click there and there we are. The click was from the electric brake and we've got a flash code there, as you can see. What we do is we count the flashes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 5 flash code is pointing us to the electric brake. Now these flash codes you can get online. You give this particular one's an Invercare one, so it all depends on what kind of control box is fitted to this particular scooter to correspond with the flash code. As I say, this 5 flash code is for the electric brake, and that's the lever here. Okay, so that's connected to the electric brake, that makes it move. It was working fine, so what we need to do is have a wee look inside, lift the seat off, the body panel off, and have a look at the brake to see what the problem is. Okay, I'm going to take the seat off the body panel. Just have all this Velcro. Now the electric brake is in amongst all these cobwebs. As you can see, this chair's kept outside, so the electric brake's actually working, but it doesn't work when it's applied by the wig-wag lever on the front. So what we need to do to gain access to the brake is remove the panel and remove the wheel. So what we'll do is we'll remove that now to gain access to the brake. It's got a rubber cover, a protective cover on it as well, which is quite good. Better quality these because everything's protected. No water can get in anywhere due to the plastic mud guard here, stops the water from getting in here. It's just lots of dust. So we'll see what's wrong there and we'll just take the wheel off. Right, so let's take the wheel nut off. It looks well rusted, so I presume I'm going to have a hassle taking this off. 17mm socket. It's well rusted. Yeah, it's going to be maybe a bit of a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a hammer and an old screwdriver. There's a bit of battery underneath to lift it. To lift the scooter up so it's off the ground. I'm going to see if I can chap it off by putting the screwdriver behind it and give it. Come off not too bad. Right, that's the wheel off. Before I'm going to put it on, I'll clean that with emery paper. And as well as, we don't want to lose the Woodruff key, which in this case, it's still in here. So we don't want to lose that. So when I was punching out, I was putting it against in here and hammering it out. Now you need to be very careful. If it is seized, you could actually physically pull the shaft straight out the transaxle, and then that is it broken. Okay, so unscrew the mud guard here. Is that another screw somewhere? Is it just rusted on solid? Oh, there's one hiding there, look. That's the sweet. Right, so that's your electric brake cover here. So the aim of the game is to take this cover off. So you can see this corrosion there. So the water's been getting on from underneath it as it goes through puddles. But I don't think the micro switch is faulty, because the brake does click but it doesn't turn. So I think what we need to do is physically remove the electric brake, because I believe the disc inside there is seized. I'm going to remove all the extra connections to the electric brake. That's a wee extendable piece. I've got that here. Then the cables for the brake. The brake connection goes straight onto the RNet controller that's fitted to this. So it's the flash code for the RNet controller you need for this. So that's your cable connection, and that then plugs into there in the RNet controller in here. Right, so what we need to do is remove the bracket assembly, that holds the extension piece on. Quite tricky to get to. Oh dear, I've killed a spider. A spider's got its wee nest in there. A spider living. Right, so that's the bracket coming off. Let's see. We've got a family of spiders living in there. Right, let's get some light on the subject so we can see whether. That's 2 bolts have undone. There's another one there. That'll be number 3. So that's the extension bracket. That's the dust cover. The brake's still on, so there'll be a nut on the underside of it. Let's see if I can feel it. Oh, aye. Let's see if I can get in there. A slight angle. So there was no way for me to gain access with my screwdriver. That move at the bottom there. I would actually go around the head off, so sadly to say, I need to remove the whole motor. I've got my Allen key here, 5mm, and I need to feed it down and remove the whole motor from the transaxle. That's one off. Where's the bottom one there? Number 2. A wee bit of pain trying to get in. Three. Let's move that forward. And that's number 4. So now I just need to disconnect the motor connection, and that should just come out somehow. Not enough room here. Matter of fact, we'll just leave her there. Gain access with the screwdriver. And that's it off there. So that's the electric brake. That's that nasty screw that wouldn't have come off. So there's our brake. It is free. There's that spider that was living in there. Look at all that corrosion on here. Could be a problem with the micro switch after all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull the motor away from the transaxle, connect the motor back up, connect the electric brake back up. That's it in manual, that's it in drive. So let's see if we can see that moving. Right, let's have a wee go here. So we're spinning okay now, but that, yeah, it made a click, but it's not moving. So the disc is not spinning away. So I think that's our problem there. So here's a new brake. Let me plug it in. Remove this one. Right, so the disc is not moving, that means it's in drive. And what we want to do when we press this now is to see that moving. Okay, there you are, you hear the click and it's free. So you can see there's no problem with that, that's going to spin freely. This one here wasn't spinning freely when we were in the motor spinning away quite happily there. So the problem here, electric brake, wear and tear, that's all it is. So we'll just need to put everything back together again. That's all it was, an electric brake problem. Let me just put this back on so you can have a look. Take this one off. Easy, you can see that the brake was a problem because that wasn't spinning. It's in drive. Switch it off, switch it. That's it free. That's it in drive. Now we go forward. The motor's spinning, but this is not moving. So our problem is electric brakes. Easy done. That's how you would check it, because at the end of the day you won't have a brake, but if the disc is not moving, you know that's what's binding on. So hopefully this video was informative to you. If you subscribe, I'd like that. Plus if you have any questions then I'll be freely answering them. As you can see, all the rest of the videos answer any questions if you subscribe. And if you'd like me to show you anything else on fault finding, please add to the comments below and we'll see if we can do a video on that. Thank you very much for watching.